The Steel Condor versus the Backseat Critics.
You are now listening to the Backseat Critics, the movie review podcast.
Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name is RJ.
My name's Andrew.
And
this is a podcast where we steer clear of stuff that you should watch. You know, I got that mixed up.
that you
wanna
shouldn't
re-
watch.
You want to re-roll?
No, we are one take here.
One take?
We've established this on our previous episode. We're no two-take Bobs here. We're one-takers.
One takers? All right. I gotcha.
No, we roll through.
And today we're talking about 1999's Up and Away.
I thought it was 2000.
Oh, no, you're right. 2000.
Look, which critic did his research for once.
For once.
Yeah, I actually just read that on the IMDb couple minutes ago.
Oh, you jerk.
No, just,
Doing your research.
2 minutes before the show, yes.
You know, unlike someone that we know, you are a hot take journalist. You do the deep dives. You do the research.
I'm on the streets.
You don't assume that people are in some Bollywood movie.
I'm on that one street, and then the other street, and then the Dr. Seuss street, and a blue street,
In a blue street.
and a yellow street, and a small street.
Oh, small street.
Yeah.
No big street.
No, too many neighbors.
Too many neighbors. I get you.
Too many neighbors. Can't do that.
No. But anyways, today we're talking about Up and Away from 2000.
Wow. Okay.
that
was a great job, guys. And we're done for the day.
It's if you want to reach out to us, email, Instagram, whatever.
And
The Backseat Critics, all one word. And until next Thursday, I'm Andrew.
oh my gosh. Can you imagine if we dropped an episode like that?
4.5 minutes long.
Anyways, well, that's also all the other crap that we were saying before this too.
Yeah, I just spoiled that, how much I edit this.
Anyways, so up and away. Just dive right into it. 2 minute.
2-minute review.
All right, what you got? Last time you blasted through it.
All right. There's a family of superheroes. Every superhero gets their powers by age 14. This kid has no powers, but his parents are foiled by some eco-terrorists, and they're trapped in a tinfoil cage, and then they're rescued by their son because he has no superpowers and isn't weakened by tinfoil. Also, there's a whole back and forth about the eco-terrorist mind control device to control kids.
Would you really call them eco-terrorists? Not to ruin your 2-minute summary here.
No, I think I was done. I was just going to go, boom, done.
Okay, so boom, done. Ruin your summary. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyways.
So would I call them eco-terrorists? No,
One of them.
I would describe her as eco-terrorist. I would describe him as maybe opportunist.
Would you call her an eco-terrorist?
Yeah.
I'd call her an eco-radical.
She was okay with like the robbing banks part of it at the beginning.
Is because the way
And
he pitched him.
Also just like the whole like mind control thing.
I think
Getting people to kind of bend to your will, like that kind of fits in, I think, with just like eco-terrorism.
our guy from Entourage comes in, Sean O'Malley, I think his name is. Is that right? The actor?
I think so.
AKA Malcolm in this movie.
Hey, wasn't O'Malley the name of the cat from
Mhm.
Aristocrats? Okay.
Thomas O'Malley.
Thomas O'Malley.
Shout out to him. But this guy rolls up, flatters his eyes, and goes, this girl, Nina goes, "Hey, why are you robbing banks?" He goes, Nina, flatters the eyes and goes, "We needed the money so we can help improve what we're doing here." And she goes, "Huh, okay."
By the way, it's Kevin Connolly.
Kevin O'Connolly, not Sean O'Malley.
Not O'Connolly, just Kevin Connolly.
Kevin Conley. I even missed the O.
Yep, you did.
That
Just
was
you-
way left.
You hit the N and you just skipped right over the rest.
Yeah, I got the N right, like Kevin, Sean.
Well, you got the Kevin
in the Malleys.
Connolly.
The Lees.
Connolly.
I got the Lee right.
Yeah, you did.
I was
Bravo, 2 claps.
I was probably about 20% there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
I guess I
I'll give
didn't
you
do my research as good as I thought I did. But that's okay. We're going to move on.
that. Hey, Alec, you didn't make the assumption that somebody's in a Bollywood movie, though. Anyways, do you want to just dive right into our top picks? Or
Yeah, let's just go right into it. Why not?
Okay. What do we got for today? We got best costumes, best scenes, and best superpowers. Where do you want to go?
Costumes.
Costumes?
not?
All right.
Costumes. Costume time. Ain't no party like a costume party.
What's he wearing?
A costume. My number 1.
What is it, RJ?
Warrior Woman.
Warrior Woman. Really? Why?
Warrior Woman. I liked the colors, the black and the red, the way it went together.
I gotcha.
I like how it wasn't like full-on spandex, leathery type like we saw in Descendants.
I gotcha.
It had that shiny like protection.
Okay. She's got a little bit of like armor on. She's got like didn't she have some like shoulder pieces on and stuff?
Not really. Not really.
Are you sure?
Not as bad as you think. It was reminiscent of the. Is it Alicia Silverstone who plays Batgirl?
No, there were definitely shoulder pits.
Was there?
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Batgirl from.
Oh yeah.
But like
yeah.
a cooler looking version of it.
I mean, anything is.
So I thought that was a very well done woman superhero costume.
Okay. That is fair. That is fair. My number 1, let me make sure I get this right. My number 1, I'm going to go with Silver Charge.
Okay.
It was nice. It was simple. And I'm always appreciative of when superheroes are wearing goggles. That always just made a little bit more sense to me than the domino mask where your eyes are exposed and, hey, you're fighting crime, but, glass can still get in your eye. Or just, like masks like that. I always appreciate, goggles.
No capes.
No capes.
No capes. He kind of had that steampunk vibe to me.
I could see that.
A little bit of steampunky vibe. Like he seemed like he was just kind of, I don't know. I think it was the color, maybe.
It was a weird bit of like gold in there.
Blue and brown.
Blue, gold. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
I don't know. I liked it. It was nice. It was clean. Goggles.
Okay.
I don't ask too much of my superhero costumes. What's your number 2?
My number 2 costume would be
Number 2.
the Bronze Eagle.
The Bronze Eagle.
The Bronze Eagle.
So you're staying in the family right now.
I am staying in the family. I thought the Bronze Eagle was pretty solid in the sense that it had vibes of Hawkman.
Okay.
And
From DC.
DC. And then it had vibes also of Superman. It's like if those two made a baby and boom, we got Bronze Eagle.
By the way, speaking of Superman, he's name dropped in this. Same with Spider-Man and Green Hornet. And everyone says, I met them or I know them or they came along. So this is just like the ultimate universe for all superheroes. Marvel, DC, wherever Green Hornet is. I think he's DC. They're all just here.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I
like that they name dropped them.
I do too. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I was surprised.
What do you think that they thought of Batman? They just like
I think like this guy's a little too serious.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think they think of him like Lego Batman? Like he's just never invited to the parties?
I think so. I think there's a reason he wasn't at that party.
Probably.
I know that Spider-Man and Superman weren't there.
They basically had Mr. Fantastic there at that party.
So, speaking of my number 2 on costumes, I'm going with the Elastic Man, who's got a little bit of elasticity. I liked his black, white, and blue. Mostly.
Okay.
It was mostly white, with like accents of black and quite a bit of blue on.
Okay.
Again, it's spandexy. I get that. I enjoy like some of the hokey superhero outfits, and this kind of hit that, but also like just the black, white, and blue looked sharp.
Kind of like the Steel Condor. No, I'm joking.
The Steel Condor.
Steel Condor.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. for comic book fans. It kind of reminded me of like Future Foundation outfits, if you're familiar with those. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Look it up. Google. Maybe I'll link it in the show notes. RJ is looking at his phone. Too busy. This is a one-man podcast now. My name is Andrew. My name's Andrew.
So honestly, I'm looking at my phone right now because I know there's a scene with a whole bunch of characters inside of it, like different outfits and everything, and I don't really necessarily agree with the silver charge as my to be in my list. And so I'm looking at this picture of all these other
all the superheroes, right?
Yeah, there's a couple in here that I'm just kind of like, what the fudge is this? Like, there's one with like a target, but it looks like they have like a beanie on their head. Like they have like an orange jumpsuit.
There's like
a
the
target
Spartan
on the right.
looking dude.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up that guy too, especially that little thing next to him. I don't know what that is or who that is.
I'm curious if you're going to catch my number 3 in this because he only had a couple shots.
I'm gonna give it to the little Spartan dude.
You're giving it to the Spartan dude?
I think your number 3 is probably that little guy on the left, the Superman wannabe.
No,
the fake muscles. Oh, what is that in the back? There is something like a David Bowie looking.
You look with the big goggles.
No, if you look in the back, there's a blue. Oh,
yeah,
you do have a big goggles. Yeah, it's David Bowie with blue. Is that yours?
No.
Mm-hmm.
My pick is in this shot, but he's cropped out of these photos.
Okay, who's your pick?
So my number 3. Are we on to number 3 now?
Yeah, I'm rocking the Spartan dude. I mean, look at him. He looks like Matlock inside of a
Andy
Spartan
Griffith
suit.
just showed up on set for one day, and
I gotta pause it real quick.
Okay. Hey, and welcome to the halftime for the Backseat Critics.
You made it.
You
Again.
made it. You made it. You're halfway through. You're halfway there. Stick through. You got this.
You made it this far. You can't go back now.
And if you've made it to this point, you should definitely scroll down and hit that subscribe. Or if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and rate us. If you feel like 5 stars, go ahead. If you feel like 1 star,
Don't go ahead.
keep scrolling. Keep on scrolling.
You pass go.
All right. But you wanted to talk about Splash Mountain.
Yes, we're going to take this little pause here to talk about Splash Mountain. It is no longer in Disneyland, as people know. My favorite memory of it is going down, and it's actually a bad memory, but a favorite memory. The last time I went down on it, went down with 103-degree temperature.
Jeez.
Splashed that ice cold water on me, drenched, yelled out some words that are not Disney approved. But here I am, alive.
People blop. Kablurb.
You were actually pretty close because those were 4-letter words in the beginning there. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
okay. All right. How about yours? What's your favorite?
So my favorite, I've gone on the ride once in my entire life. So, yay, this is good. And the one time I was on it, I gave everyone the clap.
He meant they started a clap with the music.
Yeah, actually, I started a clap just because I was kind of bored on the ride, to be honest. And I was just having fun, grooving along with the tunes. Just doing a little clap. Get some grooves going on. I got RJ going with me a little bit, but I got some people behind us.
Whoa, hold up. As soon as you started doing it, I followed, and then the rest of the boat followed after.
Well, we got to give credit where credit's due. I started.
You
the whole
started it. I enforced it. It was like you initiated it. I gave it the second. I seconded it, and then.
Well, it took off, but still.
Credit is due to you.
Credit's due to me. But this went on to another boat. So, that was a good moment. Before, the moment of dipping down that drop, which I was not expecting. But yeah, the moments leading up to it where I wasn't dropping some words yet and was just clapping along with some strangers. That was fun.
Rest in peace, Splash Mountain.
Rest in peace. All right.
Can't wait for Tiana.
Ooh. All right, and back to the show.
Don't give up. You're there. Almost there. So we have Matlock inside of a Spartan costume.
Okay. So that's your number 2?
That's my number 3.
Oh, that's your number 3. Okay.
Remember, we had Iron Eagle at number 2.
So I want to show you this shot really quick. This has got my number 2 and my number 3, and you'll notice my number 3 right off the bat.
It's the orange guy, isn't it?
Orange man with the giant ears.
I remember him in the movie.
He just kept popping up, and I loved him every single time because you could just tell like that what his powers were.
So that guy, actually, I could tell you what his superpower is right off the bat.
Super hearing.
Yeah, no, it's the spleen. Mystery Man, the spleen.
Oh.
Pee
With
Wee-
an ear like that?
Pee Wee Herman's character. Yeah, he tricks you. He gets you close. You're like, oh, wow, you must have super hearing. And then he's just like.
So everyone
Psych.
seems to have like 1 or 2 superpowers. Do you think he flies?
The hearing guy?
Yeah.
No. Everybody in this movie that flies has a cape.
Disagree. I think this guy was smart, but he flies with his ears.
Okay, Dumbo.
I think he just like flaps up and leaves.
Probably not, but that's
Also,
okay.
Just quickly, can we talk about how stupid and gullible everyone in this movie is? They're buying in that the sun can fly, and he's just chucking a soccer ball through the yard, and they're like, "Wow, he flew away."
Oh, especially that one scene where all the superheroes are around.
Are just there, and they're like, "Wow."
Yeah, how is there not a superhero in that group that has like super eyesight?
Yeah. I mean, his sister does, kind of.
She has like X-ray vision and laser vision.
Yeah.
That's not really super eyesight.
I'd kind of assume that she does. But also, I love when they're trying to spot his son in the
Flying.
sky. They just casually drop, "Oh, there's a UFO." Just
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, there's
There's
such
a
and
UFO.
such. Oh, is that him? That's it. Nope. And it's just like, how do you not know it's him?
yeah. You should know what your son looks like.
Yes.
Please know what your kids look like.
Yes. Oh my goodness, what the health is happening over there?
I'm popping pins. No, my pin just broke.
What the? Yeah, okay, something's wrong. And oh no, we're back. Okay. Maybe. Anyways. And that is our top 3 costumes.
Top 3 costumes.
Okay, where was that energy for the first part of these costumes?
Costumes. What happened to your knee, dude?
Oh, long story.
Okay.
I watched this movie. I thought I could fly.
Fun fact, you can't.
Turns out just saying up, and away does not work.
Oh, boy. That's rough. So, anyways, where do you want to go next? We got best scene, got best superpowers. All right, I'll make that decision for you. Well, let's go with best superpowers.
Okay.
Do you want to go with best superpowers in the movie, or do you just want to pick one?
Oh, best
From a
superpowers of
gambit.
all times. We can go from everywhere.
Okay.
Let's do it. So what's your first? Why don't you go first?
Oh, what's my first?
Yeah, that's right. Now you're on the spot.
You know what? I'm going to go with speed.
Sadly, that's my favorite too, is super speed.
You know, if you're at the point of Flash where your little molecules can vibrate and you can just pass through stuff, I'm cool with that.
Just what you can do with super speed, I think, is a lot more than you can do with almost any other superpower.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder to stop.
Also, imagine how much of a time saver it is. Oh, you're
Yes.
running late for work? Oh, not a problem. You got to brush your teeth super fast? Cool.
It is super economical in the sense that
Super
you
fast.
don't need a car.
No.
And then also as well, you're saving the planet, so you're environmental.
Of course.
Because all you're doing is running.
Yep.
So
The only thing you got to worry about is, friction on your clothes. So wear and tear on that and your shoes.
yeah,
Other than that, who cares?
Nina Earth Protector should have been trying to figure out how to give all those kids super speed.
Yes.
Think about how quickly they could have picked up all the litter in the world.
Just like boom, 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 boom. Done.
Yeah, Nina messed up.
Nina. Yes.
She should have tried to figure out.
she dropped the ball on that hard.
Okay, you know what? Writers, what they should have done is tried to make the movie about how they could have caught Silvercharge, his brother, and tried to get his DNA out. And Nina's would have been to go ahead, or hers would have been to get the DNA and then give it to the kids so they can clean the planet. But the villain, Malcolm over here,
Okay.
what he would want to do is take it and project it with him and his goons.
So they're super
Then
powered.
they have super powered and super speed, and now they can just go in and rob whatever they want.
Okay.
Better movie.
You know, I gotta agree with you. Absolutely better movie. Writers, take notes. If there's a 2023, 2024 remake of Up and Away,
Just ask the Backseat Critics.
just ask the Backseat Critics. We're pros.
We know what we're doing here.
We are pros in I mean,
And then there's a dog from Arizona. There's some wild kids in the woods.
some Wendagos.
And here we are. And then there's a shrimp costume in the back.
Some reason there's Skeletor just like running around like, He-Man.
And then Cartier Bob
Cartier
walking by.
and his mortal enemy, Austere Andrew.
And they're just fighting in the background, butting heads like
Just like Rams. We have hands. We have workable hands. We have weapons, but we're button heads like Rams.
no, it's like on the background. It's like a Dragon Ball Z fight. So we have Frieza, aka Bob, and then we have Andrew, Goku, just button heads back there.
Of course, I'm Goku.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm Vegeta.
Yeah.
I'm Vegeta.
All right. I'll buy.
I'm shorter. I'm stockier. I'm the Vegeta.
All right. That's fair.
I gave you the more powerful one, so
No, I'm not complaining.
you should be backing down.
You know, I'm not complaining. But you know, I'm not. You know what I am complaining about?
What?
What is your number 2?
Number 2 superpower, I would. That's a good question. I'm gonna blow this because I haven't really thought about this as much as I thought you think I should have. I really do like the powers of Gambit.
So like charging stuff with like kinetic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I do like Gambit.
I gotcha.
I don't know why.
Is it his Cajun accent?
It's not the poorly version of Channing Tatum. Not
Oh
whatsoever.
boy, I forgot that was Channing Tatum.
By the way, Instagram, can you please take down that Magic Mike bullcrap?
We have had enough suggestions of Magic Mike. And you know what? I see enough naked men on a day-to-day basis. I don't need to see it on Instagram.
I wish that everyone could just see how like our feed is Magic Mike. I don't know how that happened.
It's maddening, okay? It's maddening. All I'm seeing is stuff about Last of Us and then Magic Mike. And it's like 80% Magic Mike.
I blame Jamal for the fact that he couldn't hear our podcast. So here we are. Anyways, it's not because of Channing Tatum.
All right.
And that he's on our feed. I don't know. I think Gambit's just a cool character the way he is and everything, and I just like his superpowers.
All right. So my number 2, and this has been a long time favorite of mine. Actually both my number 2 and number 3, but my number 2 is going to be like ice.
Ice is pretty cool.
Being able to turn into ice, being able to melt and then refreeze, being able to freeze stuff. I mean, I don't know. No comments there.
Okay.
I like it. And could you imagine every single drink, you can have it chilled right there, right then. If you want to escape from a meeting, you just melt into a puddle, leave the room.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like the Jack Frost movie.
I mean, what are they going to do?
I like the idea where you're going with the drink. With a puddle, you might make more puddles at the table. So we can leave it at that.
Okay. So what's your number 2?
You mean my number 3?
Oh, sorry.
I
Yes.
concurred on the speed.
Yeah, okay.
And I've got Gambit.
That's right. I forgot about your number 1.
I am going to give a shout out to Alakazam and Professor X and go with the telepathy.
Telepathic or telekinesis?
Telepathic. No, Alakazam has it in Pokemon. He's got a little bit.
That's telekinesis.
No, he talks to you through his head.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I believe
okay.
so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just lost followers.
All right, fact checkers out there, fact check us.
Yeah, we don't have a fact dragon in this show.
No, we don't. We can't afford him.
Nope. We're balling on a budget.
Hey, Rob, if you're listening at this point, you want to look it up? Thanks.
Please let us know. Anyways.
All right, that's fair. So just any sort of telepathy, telekinesis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of like the idea of being able to suck into somebody's head.
Did you just say suck into somebody's head?
Yeah, you suck into their head.
That is horrible.
Like a succubus.
That is not what that means.
Yes. You get inside the head.
That's also like a horrible like sequence of words.
And you get
Please never say suck into your head
you
ever.
suck into the head. While you're in there, you're like, listen to me. Well, not like that. Not like it's just like, listen to me. And then there we are. And then now they're listening to you.
Okay, that's fair. Please never ever use that sequence of words again.
Suck into the head.
Oh, there you go. He's off the chain, folks. He's off the chain. Anyways, so I'm going to cut out his mic at this point. So, anyways, this is a one
Suck
man.
into the head.
You are now listening to the Backseat Critics.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name's Andrew. And my name's RJ.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that's how I sound.
And this is the show that you should find out movies to steer clear of. Yeah. And today we're talking about Up, Up, and Away. I'm kidding. We're back. Folks, he's rubbing his face.
No one's going to touch this mic anymore. Okay, go.
That's fine. It's Jen's.
Go.
My number 3 is lightning. Electricity.
Like Static Shock.
Like Static Shock? Like Electro? Pick one.
I like Static Shock more.
I do too. But being able to travel through like power lines, being able to shock people. I mean, pair that with freezing stuff, having a chilled drink with you at all times, and then also just being able to run at the speed of light. Like that's a perfect trifecta for me. I can have a cold drink whenever I want. I can run at the speed of light, and then I can also power my house just off of farts. Like, so how is that not economical?
So I would actually like to bring up a couple of superpowers, by the way.
Okay.
Honorable mentions. Kel Mitchell's from Mystery Men, where you can only turn invisible when you're not looking. And he just gets completely naked.
100% can't argue with that.
That's got to be up there. And then I came with this one off the top of my head.
Okay.
Bear with me. So we got Spider-Man out there. You got bit by a radioactive spider.
Yeah.
He's got all these spider-like powers. What if there was a platypus?
He's bit by a platypus.
He was bit by a radioactive platypus. That is like the funniest thing ever, because now whoever made the platypus literally looked at a beaver and looked at a duck and said, "Want to see something funny? Let's put them together." And
two together.
Now we have a radioactive duck beaver.
Okay, so what would his powers be? Would he or she grow the beak?
Aren't they poisonous?
I think so.
So he's got some poison.
Okay.
He can tail whip you.
Oh, so he's got a tail.
He's got. I would assume that platypuses are pretty average swimmers. So he's probably like an average swimmer. And if we're talking,
okay.
And you know what they can also do? Based off documented facts, platypuses can turn into secret agents.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Harry the platypus.
If you give them a hat, they are a secret. They become a different animal, different beast. So if you give that man a hat, a radioactive platypus powers, he just became one of the top secret agents of all time.
Okay. So actually, no, they're actually pretty good swimmers. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have them in Oregon.
Right? They also eat insects and shellfish and worms, so this guy's appetite is messed up. Top 3 favorite superheroes.
From the movie or just all time?
All time.
All time top 3 superheroes.
Go.
I mean, we alluded to him earlier, and so I'm going to stick with it. Static Shock.
Static Shock is your number 1.
I really enjoy that TV show was very well done back in the day.
Okay.
WB, pretty awesome. I like Static Shock. Actually, no. I'm going to retreat that answer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Any type of superhero?
Any type. It does not matter.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Ninja Turtles.
Fair enough.
That's my number 1.
Bitten by a radioactive turtle.
No, they got ooze.
I know the story, RJ.
No, you don't.
I know. The story.
This ain't
of
no
Ninja
Perry the
Turtles.
history of Perry the Platypus, a.k.a. Platy Man. That's what my name.
I know
just
the
made
story
my
of
superhero.
TMNTs.
Platy Man. Platy Man.
Platy Man.
Platy.
He sounds like a porta potty like company.
His song is "One day I was sitting on the toilet and boop, I became Platy Man." There we go. We got Platy Man.
You got Platy Man. Platy Man he's Pluty.
Yeah, he was on the toilet and platypus swam up the from the toilet and boop.
You know,
A radioactive platypus. Matter of fact, that.
better story. I want to know how that platypus got up the toilet and how it became radioactive.
All right, off the record, raccoons can fit only into 7 inches. Well, they can go into your butthole. So,
you know what?
I can only imagine what a platypus could do.
All right, fair enough. So your number 1 is Platy Man.
Oh no, it's TMNT. But I'm just saying,
Okay.
Platy Man, don't mess with that guy. He's a real killer.
He might poison you.
He doesn't have the Batman rules. I mean, he can't with the poison.
That's true. So no. Oh, he's got a little Dracula. Like he can't get that. He can't get that attachment to people because he'll die.
Platy Man is like the anti-hero. But he's cooler than Venom. And Deadpool.
Okay. Hot take. Was Deadpool ever cool? He's a ripped off character.
He's overrated.
He's a ripped off
Hot
character from a DC.
Hot take, he's overrated.
I mean, yeah, no, that was what I just said.
He's hot. Yeah, hot take, overrated.
He's also ripped off.
But Platy Man is not.
No, he
He's
is not.
just
He is
invented.
underground.
And now I put on a fedora. My superpowers just escalated. Now you can't mess with me.
Yeah, you can. Knock off that fedora.
Come at me.
Also,
I'm gonna be able to do backflips.
Name a platypus that can do a backflip.
You know what? I can take it off and all of a sudden be disguised as a normal guy named Steve. Steve the Platy.
Steve the Platy.
Yeah. Now I have a disguise power. Just like Perry.
Better name. Pete. Pete the Platy.
No, we gotta do,
Yes, no.
we gotta shout out for our
Shut up.
homie Steve Irwin. Stingrays, we're coming for you to even up the score.
All right.
Hot takes tonight.
All right. We are full of them tonight.
I tried to jump in the aquarium for my homie.
Try to fight a
I tried
stingray.
to. Yeah, my family said no.
Oh, that's a shame.
I tried to punch one of them at the aquarium. I got kicked out.
Yeah. I just stuffed stingray for a while. It's my favorite stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, I took those out. Definitely. Stuffed stingrays versus RJ. The score is 2-3. The stuffed stingrays. I don't know how it happened, but
2-3.
They're even deadly too.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyways, my number 1 for favorite superhero. This is going to be no surprise to you, but for you listeners, I'm going to go with the OG blue. Well, not OG. Second Blue Beetle, Ted Kord.
Okay.
From the 60s. He was the OG Spider-Man, made by Steve Ditko back in the day before Spider-Man and before Stan Lee got his grubby hands all over everything.
My number 2 is the Tick.
The Tick.
The Tick.
All right.
He is the funniest thing alive for superheroes. I think he's funnier than Deadpool. A lot of people like Deadpool. A lot of people like Venom. They think he's funny too.
Venom funny? I don't think anybody's thought Venom was funny. Deadpool, I could see people saying funny, but he's overrated.
The new Venom movies with Tom Hardy.
Okay, I haven't seen those.
Oh, there's some pretty funny scenes in there.
Okay,
but I think the Tick is hilarious.
Okay, my number 2 is going to be The Mask.
Oh, okay.
Any like Roger Rabbit, Looney Tunes type thing, but just violent. I've always enjoyed him.
There's actually a comic book out there. I forgot who made it, but it's The Mask and Batman.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll throw a little plug in there.
Okay.
For whatever company that was, Dark Horse or.
It's probably Dark Horse because What's It is published by Dark Horse.
Well, I did see at Things of in Our World or whatever that carries a lot of Dark Horse because they're right across the street from each other. So.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What's your number 3?
Number 3, I think, since I've taken him off my list, I got to add him back on there. I'm going to still stick with Static Shock.
Static Shock.
Static Shock.
All right. My number 3? We're going with the Green Lantern. I always forget his name.
Which one, Hal Jordan? Or
No. Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart, okay.
Yeah, no. Hal's bland.
I'm a Hal fan.
Mm.
Just because...
Get out.
Okay.
All right, folks. This is just me again. This is a one-man podcast. My name is Andrew. My name is RJ. Yeah, RJ. Cool. So, anyways, today we're talking about Up, Up, and Away. Ain't that right, RJ? Yes, it is. Cool. So,
I realized that we haven't actually dove into the movie that much.
we haven't. But we should with our third. We should with our third topic, fourth topic.
Oh, let's hit it then. Let's hit it.
All right, fourth topic. Scenes.
Okay. We're off to talk about scenes.
What's happening?
The magical
What is going
wizards
on?
of scenes.
I'm so confused. Everything. Number 1. Go for it.
My favorite scene, or one of my top favorite scenes, is when they are walking out. Everybody's saved at the end of the movie. They beat the evil tinfoil cage. And all of a sudden, you have the grandpa come in and goes, the steel condor!
And he crashes in way too late.
Yes. Just that whole interaction of that last little bit of the steel condor, where he's even flying, and then the cars are beating him. He goes, I should have took a taxi.
Okay.
Steel condor.
So, my number 1 is pretty much the same, but a little bit earlier. When he's stripping out of his clothes in front of his house, and then his wife's like, are you sure you're okay to fly? And he's like, yes. And then immediately crashes into a fence per the subtitles.
Yes.
And for the people who might not know, fences are pretty low to the ground. So this guy...
Maybe they have a 10-foot fence.
That's still pretty low.
Maybe they have a 20-foot fence.
How many 20-foot fences? There was no 20-foot fence around that house.
Maybe they have a 30-foot fence.
That is a wall.
And no, it's chain linked.
Then what's the point?
So what challenges
All
my
right.
flying skills?
So that was my number 1, was when he was like stripping out of his clothes and he's trying to get into his superhero outfit and he crashes into the fence. And
You just had to say strip. Now we're going to get more Magic Mike on our feed. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Also, I'm including in that follow-up scene where he's trying to fly and traffic is passing him and he drops that comment.
His whole little bit right there, starting from when he's like, I gotta go save them as the backup or the reinforcements. Just from there, continuing forward, that's money.
Yeah. Coincidentally, my number 3 was your number 1, where he crashes through the wall at the end after everything is said and done.
Let's just put it all together, tie a little bow on it.
So that's just one scene.
Yeah, all that whole time period of him right there. The Steel Condor, number 1 scene.
Of course. By the way, for the people who don't know and haven't seen this guy owns the screen every single time he's on it.
Yes.
I mean, he's probably the best actor out of pretty much everyone.
This is before our guy.
This is Sherman Hemsley, by the way.
I believe he is in Sister Sister.
He's in the Jeffersons. I can tell you that. He's also in Dinosaurs, upcoming episode.
No.
Yes.
Goodness. Really? We really have to watch that again.
Yeah.
I barely made that through. Like, that almost ended my childhood.
You know what? This might end our podcast.
There's going to be no views on that one.
Well, we're going where no one is willing to go. We're willing to take that step.
There's a reason why I found that Blu-ray for $1 at one point.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, because at the time I was collecting all the Disney movies.
So we're gold. We're gold.
Oh my goodness, I don't have it anymore.
That's fine. We'll find it. It's on Disney Plus.
Sadly.
Yep. Future episodes. Stay tuned, folks. All right. What's your number 2?
Number 2 scene, I would like to say it is when the brother is zapping everybody's memory.
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, don't do it. Don't do it. His friend.
Don't do it.
His friend was probably one. He is a very annoying but good comic relief.
I will agree with you. I thought he was a little bit more annoying. But he was good. He was good.
Did I say very good?
Yes.
He was all right comic relief.
There we go. We're on the same page, folks. Very rare for us. So my number 2? My number 2 is going to be when the kids are rescuing the parents with the little couple of Home Alone type traps with the string and apparently bubble wrap. And
Once again, comic relief hits gold in there.
yes, he does. And he's like, you're going to unleash the brandy. And then he just like goes at it.
All
And
these
I'm like,
dances.
Yeah. And then
I can hurt you 500 different ways. Or whatever he said.
Yeah, he's like, I will end you.
Yeah.
And
Then they throw
they
foil
just grab
at him.
him.
He tries to bite the foil.
He's
Or
like,
he's
ow,
like,
my
"Ah."
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comic
he was good.
relief. Money.
He was pretty good. But anyways, that was my second favorite scene where they're popping bubble wrap and they're pulling string and they're doing a little kind of Home Alone type stuff. Not a
They're kinda
lot.
Smart kids.
They're kind of smart.
Kind of. No, they're dumb. Let's be honest. They could have called the cops. They could have said anything, and then there they are.
The problem would have been solved like that if they called the cops.
Yeah, or you know what was my biggest bugaboo actually about this whole movie is that whole ending. If he is friends with the Green Hornet, Superman, Spider-Man, all
Why
these
not
other
call these
superheroes
guys?
at your party? Any of them? Why aren't you calling them saying, "Yo, we need the backup"? Instead, you just call your grandpa.
Why is the grandpa not even calling these people?
I know. If someone was caught, if one of your superheroes are caught, shouldn't you be like,
Also, just throwing this out here, whoever is operating the superhero's pager, because all the superheroes get a little page anytime like a woman is trapped in a burning building or, a bank is being held hostage. Why isn't there the guy running the pager? Why aren't they paging when another superhero is in trouble? That seems like that should be something that goes out.
okay, so
Also, whoever's operating the pager, that is a real hero.
these superheroes need to take a book out of My Hero.
Mm.
My Hero Academia. Those superheroes travel in packs, basically.
Okay.
Why aren't they working with other superheroes? I don't get it. I don't get it, Big Dan. I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get it, Big Dan.
All right. What's your number 3?
Number 3.
Did you just take a sigh?
Yeah, because I have to think about this one.
No, you don't.
I really do.
You've got a massive forehead. Actually, you've got a really small forehead. Use that brain.
Well,
Turn those
it's
wheels.
getting bigger as I'm receding my hairline, but
You got like a 3 head up there.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. It's coming in.
It's coming in.
Number 3, I am going to say when they find out the eco-terrorist, as Andrew calls him, I'm going to call him the eco-radicalist.
Okay.
As they find out that they can make kids do anything they want. So they're wearing blue shirts, they're eating ice cream, they're walking around like zombies. They have no idea what's going on. Actually, no. Scratch that. Not my favorite scene. Or third favorite scene. My third favorite scene is when Mr. What's his name? Calvin? Is that the kid's name?
Calvin? Are you talking about the main kid?
Yeah.
That's
not
backing
his
up here. Backing up here. Why is he credited so far down?
Rock and roll. Put another diamond in Andrew's true
Scott.
Scott Calvin. I'm joking.
Scott Calvin.
Scott. So
Great Scott.
Scott, they give him a special disc because they want to try to brainwash Bronze Eagle or Warrior Woman because they find out
Are
that
you in sync with me?
they're related. And then when they put in
The disc. It's literally just.
a little worm.
Yep. That was
Little
my
one
number
guy.
3.
Hey, can you put the dirt in the trash or whatever?
Yeah, it's like, remember to recycle after you dispose of plastic.
Yeah. And
Don't litter.
that was the first like disc of that the whole time.
Yeah, that actually was a disc.
And they were like ready to like blast it basically.
I love the follow-up scene where the wrong person gets the disc and the mom plays it.
Oh.
Like the friend's mom plays it.
Do you really think she had a gun in that purse?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
You don't think she's just like, I don't have a gun. Hair dryer looks like it.
Hair dryer. Better movie. But no, I think she had it.
Then she goes, this is a stick up.
Yeah. I enjoyed that follow-up scene. But yeah, we're in sync on number 3.
Number 3.
All right. Final thoughts.
I mean, this is actually one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies to watch.
It was.
I think it's fun. It's enjoyable. There's not a lot of down spots.
There's really not. There's a couple weird like plot holes, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of keeps you attached. I definitely put it up there with Punks, probably a little bit lower than Punks, personally. But I actually really enjoy this. This is probably one of my top 5 Disney Channel original movies. Top 10 at least.
Top 10?
It's in my top 10 Disney Channel original
All right,
movies.
scale it.
Where'd I put Punks?
8? 9? No. You did 9.
I did 9. This is probably an 8.5.
8.5?
Yep.
I gotcha. I'm going to actually rate it about the same. 8.5, 8.75, somewhere in there. I really enjoyed this. I was surprised, too. This was a pretty good, like, Disney original movie.
So this is actually your first time watching it.
Absolutely.
So people know. So allow them to their first time. Let people know what it's like to watch Up and Away. It's 23 years after it came out.
23 years after it came out. It's kind of nostalgic. It's weirdly nostalgic. It kind of hits all the right chords for like just like a made-for-TV family movie. You got some superheroes. You have a couple plot holes or whatever, but like it doesn't matter just because like it's just fun. It's not taking itself too seriously. There's a couple like hokey bits or whatever, but like it's not taking itself too seriously by any means. We just talked about the grandpa crashing and to rescue the parents like 15 minutes after they were saved. So like
the weakness is tinfoil.
Yeah.
And you find that out right away.
Yeah. Yeah. As they take the neighbor's like tinfoil like zucchini bread and put it into
Poor Randy, by the way.
Yes.
He was like he's so excited to give him tinfoil like this bread, and they're like
thanks, but no. But yeah, for people going in, don't expect like a great movie or anything, but it's good.
Expect a Disney Channel original movie, but on the good scale.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like 8.5, 8.75 on our kind of running scale right now. So
awesome.
Definitely on the better end. This might be one of the best movies
that we have done. Yes.
That I've seen with Disney original.
Yes.
So, and with that, if you do not follow us already, we're on Instagram. It is all one word, the Backseat Critics. We post weekly and sometimes daily updates as movies are coming out.
Not about Magic Mike, though.
Not about Magic Mike. Please, Instagram, stop showing us Magic Mike. I am done with Magic Mike. And until next time, I am Andrew.